Hey guys, welcome to our first episode of Badass Books, where we look at a little bit of the book that I am reading currently at the time or that I have read in the past. So today's episode is going to cover a small excerpt from the book Attached, The New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love by Dr. Amir Levine and Rachel S.F. Heller. So this book came to me from my current supervisor. I was very excited to start it. Started it, just the other day. And within 2 chapters, I was hooked, and I actually called my best friend and I was like, dude, you gotta hear this. It was very exciting. If you know me at all, you know that I'm constantly sharing about the books that I'm reading because they're powerful, mind blown all the time. So the tidbit that I'm going to share with you today is from chapter 2. And the chapter is called Dependency is Not a Bad Word. And it really it kind of explores the biology and the biological need of attachment and our dependency on others. And so there was a study done by Dr. James Cone at the University of Virginia, where he put test subjects in an MRI machine, and while scanning their brain, he shared that they were going to be shocked they were going to receive a shock, an electric shock during the course of the scan. And what they noticed is that when the person was alone, the part of the brain, the hypothalamus, would light up, that would indicate a stress response. When they were holding a stranger's hand, it wouldn't light up as much. And then when they were holding their partner's hand, it would hardly light up. So that indicated that the closer in proximity they were to someone, specifically someone they knew, their stress response was lower. Their biological response was actually better, was healthier, was more regulated. So the paragraph I'm sharing is on page 27. It says, the study demonstrates that when 2 people form an intimate relationship, they regulate each other's psychological and emotional well-being. Their physical proximity and availability influence the stress response. How can we be expected to maintain a high level of differentiation between ourselves and our partners if our basic biology is influenced by them to such an extent? And then the next page, there's a little tidbit, which means that if she's reacting, then I'm reacting. If he's upset, that also makes me unsettled. So it really explores the connection between 2 people who have an intimate relationship. And then what this goes on to do is allow the reader to dive into personal attachment styles. So anxious, avoidant, secure, or anxious avoidant. And it gives you the reader an opportunity to even kind of evaluate their partner's attachment style. And then it takes you on a personal discovery journey about how to approach some of the obstacles you might be facing based on your attachment style. So anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. I really like it. It's very informative. It is not overly complex in the terminology. Some of the books that I read that I love so much, they're rough, and there is a lot of scientific terminology in there. This one does not have that. It is very, very digestible without having to pull out a medical dictionary or Google a bunch of terms. It is very accessible. So I highly recommend it. Again, it's attached. And yeah, I'd love to hear your comments on relationships, attachment, feedback on the book if you have it, or any book recommendations that you think are powerful, inspirational, nurturing, anything like that. I'd love to read it. So thanks for stopping by, guys.